What about, in today's environment, we have shortage of inventory or lack of inventory throughout the country. And it doesn't matter where you go, there is no inventory. And everyone is moving to Florida. So tell me, please, how your agents handle their marketing strategy and how they work around that situation. Do they switch from buyer's agent to seller's agent or vice versa? Do they get involved in rentals, maybe commercial? What do you see in your office?
So in my office, we, are predominantly a listing office, and we highly encourage the associates to, go after the listings, because, that's where the success is if you hold the inventory.
Right.
So in that manner, as I mentioned, the company follows Brian Buffini, but there are also a few associates in the office who follow the Mike Ferry.
Oh, yes.
So, as you saw this morning, Diana, she's always the first one in the office. She's here at 7:30 and she's on the phone making her calls and setting up appointments for the day. So there is no inventory, you're correct. I believe, the latest stats as of January, we had 2 months of supply in Broward for single family homes. So the problem is definitely the single family homes. I think the reason that we are blessed to have such a thriving market is, one of the silver linings for Florida was, since the pandemic, and customers and consumers from all around the US have decided that they wanted to be outside, they wanted to be in the fresh air, they were homeschooling. The whole world has changed overnight in terms of how we do business. Even in real estate, we now do business, online. I know you're in the business of videos and marketing photos for online and for real estate. So now you can 100% virtually sell a home. And we've been seeing that. So in terms of the office, yes, the agents are really trying to go after the listings, and they are, I have one agent that works very locally within a community, and she just really focuses on Wilton Manors, and she door knocks and she walks around and she's giving statistics and updates. It's a very local community, and she's trying to get new listings in inventory. Once she gets a new listing, it's on the market for a couple of days. There are, multiple showings and multiple offers, and currently we're seeing everything going pretty much over asking. I have customers from out of town, and this is, in daily conversations with my associates, that are looking to get into certain condo buildings. We're blessed being right here on the Galt that we have all those beautiful condos.
Yes.
And she's looking for a particular unit in a particular building, and we haven't been able to find it. So I suggested to my associate to write to all of the owners in that line and let them know that they have a buyer from Chicago who is dying to get out of the snow and come down here and is really looking for this particular line. If anybody was willing to sell, then we could have a conversation. So I believe agents are, getting, it's not necessarily creative, but because there isn't any inventory and there's so much demand from the buyers, the agents here are reaching out to those communities and trying to find someone who's willing. Maybe they haven't listed their home, but given the right opportunity and the right price, they would consider selling it.
I think it's a great idea to to approach everyone in that line in the condo. I think it is wonderful, and you encourage them to think about it. More likely that unit is already paid off, so now whoever is there can really get the best price for their property and move on to something fun and exciting.
Yeah, it's, we as an office, because of our great location, we've been extremely surprised and blessed at the same time from the amount of walk-ins we have. Traditionally, up until pre-COVID, customers walking into a real estate office ready to buy was less popular. Everything was done online. But I think just because of the location, in the last few weeks, we've had different buyers, who are on vacation, staying with their aunt. We do have a hotel right behind us that have popped in and said, and it's interesting. We've had California, of course, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Colorado, Chicago. It's interesting to see where the customers are coming from and why they are now thinking of relocating. And pretty much it is a result of the pandemic. Exactly. That they are looking to live and work where they can have a little more freedom by being in the fresh air. They're also working remotely now, so they have that opportunity. In addition, the taxes, the low, tax benefit we have in the state of Florida, and the majority of our buyers that we've seen, over $1 million, of course, are cash buyers, but the ones who are, in a under $1 million price point are taking advantage of the great interest rates which have just gone up a little bit. So, that's creating even more of a frenzy, because the minute the interest rate goes up a tiny bit, it limits the buying power. So, it's encouraging those buyers to, find a property, and then we have the problem because we don't have any inventory, especially in that price point. So, but it's definitely a blessing to be here in Florida during, this pandemic.
What would you like to wish to our audience and to your agents and agents throughout the country in 2021?
Oh, well, of course, I wish everyone firstly is, healthy, and that their loved ones, and that they remain safe and healthy. I wish them peace and stillness among their mind and their heart, because I know this has been a very challenging time for many people. And, whilst, we're here in South Florida, and I count my blessings every day that I can walk on the beach and, do my power walk in the evening and sit outside and, eat a nice meal with a friend socially distanced. I know that the rest of the US is less fortunate. We're very fortunate that real estate was deemed essential. And that is from the great advocacy of the realtors that, fought to make us essential after, the initial shutdown. So I'm grateful that we were deemed essential, and it allowed us to continue in our profession. And, of course, we all work by the standards. I know when realtors are showing, they are being very careful with booties and gloves and masks and Lysol wipes. Safety is important for everybody, but the real estate market really does help fuel the economy. And one thing that I really love that Jim says is, we're in the wealth creation business. We are bringing wealth to first-time home buyers and generations that didn't come from wealth by enabling them to purchase a home and then start to create wealth as their legacy for their family. So it's a beautiful thing what we do as realtors, and how we help the economy and build the community, and give shelter to our customers. And very grateful again that we have a booming business. It's very hot here in Miami, Dade, Broward and Palm Beach counties, and the prediction currently is that it should continue to excel for at least the next 12 to 18 months. So I look forward to serving my agents and helping them succeed, and serving our customers. It's really a great time to be in real estate.
It is indeed, and I wish you and your agents and your office all the best, and keep flourishing and have the positive attitude, be healthy, and all the best to you. I am Lucy Edwards, VHT Studios, and if you would like to see the full video, please go to vht.com/learn and enjoy our interview with Caroline. Have a great day. Cheers.